Welcome to the market view for the Dow Jones for Friday, the 22nd of August 2014. Starting off on the left-hand side of the chart, we can see the market kicking in at 230. We get some buying followed by some selling, which we can see in the volume here. Then we get the test bar at the BRN, and then we see the buying coming into the market. Price is moving higher from the buy signal. Let me just mark this up for you. And as again, I have actually got this in more detail, which I will be recording later on this morning, showing you how this trade was actually carried out in real time. But just a quick overview here of the actual trade. You can see the market. We've got a bit of news there. Philly Fed, which I spoke about in yesterday's market view. The market gapping up slightly, and then buying pressure coming into the market, followed by further testing, which we see there. The market back towards the BRN there, the psychological level. Price is able to reverse and move higher. Then we get some potential weakness coming into the market. Price is making their rising lows. Notice again that the market stops at the next upside target, which is the 17,050. That's the, again, psychological area. And then once the market had moved through this, let me just remove that, 100% trailing stop of the rising lows. You can see the market there moving higher, and then eventually we end up being taken out more or less where the scalp was. So not a fantastic return, just around the 20 pips there. The market obviously trading a lot higher. If I just use the tool there, from the entry price up to the recent high, there's a total of 36 points available on the table once the market had started to go sideways through the BRN. And I'll show you in the longer analysis how you can actually determine this by using a smaller time frame as well of what the market's likely to do. But for the sake of just a quick overview, this is what the market did. We have the winner of 20 points. This is lunchtime. 17:20 is not the best time to trade because the US markets have generally gone quiet. But did you, or had you have traded this one, again you can see that we've got the market at the psychological level, which is usually a good start for a potential short. Unfortunately, the market comes down to the entry price. It tests at the entry price because you've got the buying over to the left where the market's found a bit of support, and then you see again a retest at the entry price. This should start to alert you to that possibly this market's going to turn around and move higher. And then as we get to where the weakness was here in the psychological level, we then see the buying come through. The trade is stopped out, and if I just remove that, we'll see the market then coming back and resting on the psychological level before moving all the way up towards the end of the session, where we see the sell signal coming in there, which is late on in the evening. Had you have taken this, it would have been a profit, but I stopped trading after the first signal yesterday afternoon as the market started to go sideways. We just had the Jackson Hole Symposium, which is a meeting of all the central bankers behind closed doors, no press allowed, so I decided to call it a day around sort of 4:30, 5 o'clock. But this is what happened in the remainder of the trading session there. Another interesting thing as well is the market traded up to the 17,059, so I'm just going to go back and show you that this is what happened in this area. So had you have looked at the background of the market, you would have thought and considered that profits were likely to be taken by the pros as well, of which they were. And again, you've got this selling over to the left before we had the sharp down move, which again is a pretty good clue that you should consider locking in a lot more of the profits or getting out completely, as there's no other economic news to move the market. Talking of economic news, today 3 p.m. don't be in the market. We've got Yellen speaking at 3 p.m. She's probably going to speak for an hour, so keep this one in mind. It's Friday as well, usually a good day, but to just be warned that 3 p.m. we have no idea what she's going to say, and I very much doubt that she knows what she's going to say either with regards to the economy and the continuation of printing money. The Jackson Hole Symposium continues. It's classed as a medium impact news item, purely and simply in my opinion because it is behind closed doors. It's a secret meeting. The press are not filled in with anything during the meeting. They may get a briefing after. So that's why it's downgraded to a medium impact news item. ECB President Draghi, whichever pronunciation you prefer, ECB President going to be speaking at 7:30 p.m. this evening as well. So expect a bit of volatility around that time as well. Right, well that's it for the brief analysis of today or yesterday's activity. Like I say, keep in mind that Yellen's speaking at 3 p.m. That's going to be an interesting one. So I would advise not being in the market when she does speak. No doubt it, I say that and then we get a signal that's in the right direction. It moves 100 points and you're not in. But conversely, you could be in and it could drop 100 points in one fell swoop as well if she said that they're no longer going to continue to print and they're going to continue increase the tapering. Then it could have an adverse effect as well. So 3 p.m, keep an eye out for that one. Not a good idea to be in the market when she's speaking. Right, that's it. I will see you in Monday's edition of the Market View. Have a great weekend, and as ever, thank you for your support and also for watching.